from Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. So Purdue's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll give it to Jared Gibson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Carr fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled there by the defense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late. Until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. On the ground, it's Mobley. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Going to the run, it's Williams. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Carr on play action. He caught it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. He wants to throw it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his man, and he'll be brought down.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Working the side. Roll, what do you have, Holly?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in, and I really look forward to seeing.
Got a little grass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Purdue! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he makes the extra point. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his man. It's Graham. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important...
Going for the big play. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. Right through his hands. You just have to make... catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
On the run from inside his own 5. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's Washington keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore.
Maybe some room here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last play.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry up. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Running inside. It's Mobley. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback keep. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves him with third and a yard. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, here's Gibson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Number 35 on the field.
Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Williams. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Carr. Fakes to grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Carr. Complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzing.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The field goal is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense.
He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe might have a chance. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Gets it out quickly, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.